Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be GoRush versus Mong here on Andromeda 1.0. This is about a 1.16 replay, so it's a bit older, but it still checks out. Bottom right, it is our Zerg player. It is GoRush. He won 5 premier tournaments. In his time as a StarCraft professional Brood War player, he won $89,000 playing StarCraft. In the top left, we've got Mong, who is our Red Terran player. He's got 1 premier first place and like 5 or 6 major first places, and he is an excellent Terran player as well. So, we've got ourselves a ZVT here on Andromeda. A lot of critters, right? Got ourselves an unselectable, because I'm viewing the whole map, Ursidon. I don't know why that is. There's kind of a weird bug here. We've got a Ragnarsar. We've got a Bengalas. We've got power generators stacked that can be torn down very easily with splash damage like tanks and like lurkers. We've got a setter base that nobody will ever take in this game. I'm pretty sure we got a Scanted over here. And yeah, Andromeda. Hit that like button if you're excited. Excited for a ZVT featuring 2 incredible players here on Andromeda here today. I think this is the first GoRush game that I've ever cast. I don't know why. With, you know, 5 first place finishes in premier tournaments. Hatch first in it here is GoRush. Terra the Overlord moving out. Searching for signs of life. Well, searching for signs of Terran life. What's up, Scanted? See, look, now I can select it. Because don't have the entire map view selected. I don't know why. Again, weird bug. Not you, Terry. I didn't call you a weird bug. Again, Terra the Overlord merch at falconpaladin.store. Steve the SCV merch in process at falconpaladin.store. Alright, nothing crazy here. Spawning pool coming in from the Zerg player. Terran's not proxying or anything crazy. Doesn't have super early gas, so he's just going to go 1 Rax expand. And now that he scouted the hatch first, he's feeling good about that. Whoa! Quick third base here, too. This is a map where you can do that, though. You've got kind of a safe little base up here that you can take. There's only one way in. One way in here, right? It's a huge to wall off, but it gives you a second base and it gives you a third base. It's only minerals. That's the trade-off. A lot of these maps that give you a nice third like that, the trade-off is no gas. So no third Vespene Geyser, but it counts as a good source of minerals here for a Zerg player. Wonder if that's going to mean we're going to see a lot of Lings here early or not. Is going to take advantage of that is the larger question. 1 set of Lings in production, just enough to chase this SCV around. Terra the Overlord. These Marines are hunting for you, Terry. No! No, Terry, stop! Abort! Go back the other way! Okay, turn around. Turn around. Okay, a little late on the turnaround, but can he get out of there before he dies into the no vision area? Yes, he does. Okay, all right. Whew. He gets out of there before he dies. Good job, Terry. Second base coming up from Mong. Second barracks on the way for him, too. Now getting his gas. Feels like a bit of a +1 stim-ish timing with some medic support coming to kill the Zerg player with his fast third. He thinks he can get away with that, but let's take him down. Lings running past the Ursidon. They have no quarrel with the Ursidon. Ursidon just living and let living. How are you alive, honestly? What do you eat on these space station maps? Like, I get it on maps that are kind of desert tile or jungle tile. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff for an Ursidon to subsist on. But, like, out here in space on a space platform, maybe they can eat minerals and inhale Vespene gas, and that keeps them alive. Who knows? Maybe they've been adapted for that. Same with you, Kakara. Maybe they eat each other. Maybe the Ursidon's going to eat the Scanted, and then the Bengalas is going to jump up and eat the Kakaru. Who knows? See, the SCV is still alive because speed is not done yet, because guess what? There's a lair on the way. Right on. Mutalisks in play. Marines. This is a bit of an early push out here from these Marines. I don't have any upgrades yet. The Academy's not done. They can't even start Stim. Can't even make any medics. This is weird. But as always, you can show up at a time the Zerg player doesn't expect you to show up with a bunch of Marines. You can kill them more often than not. Zerg player scouting is everything, which is why these Lings are heading up all in different directions, because they want to know. Are there Marines coming to kill me now? Are they grouping up to maybe kill me later? There they are. Okay, we found them. And he did that by sending Lings everywhere and sending Overlords everywhere. So that's fantastic. That's a good scout. You can't, as a Zerg player, just sit back and just macro. Just be happily droning and happily taking up to whatever Ultralisks and Defilers and stuff. La 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 la. Everything is fine. No, it's not fine. You must be aware of what the Terran player is up to because they want to kill you. And the best way they can do that is catching you unawares. And the best way to be unawares is to not scout. All right. So Firebats here, Medics here, Marines. Cool. +1 attack getting started. I don't know if there's really any sense. Double scout says, what do we got? Catches the Spire with the scan. He knew it was a Spire, though. Really no big surprise there at all. GoRush, 230 supply. Our guy Mong. It's about 300 supply, or supply. 200 APM, 300 APM here. Wow. From Mong. So the attack gets beautifully scouted. Sunkens are coming up. By that I mean one Sunken and a second creep colony, and these Lings are just trying to delay. Sure, you can kill a couple of us, but we're going to make you stop and gather and stop and fire, and every time you move out, you got to stop and watch your back. So it's a delay tactic here. 10 Mutalisks on the way from GoRush. All right, man, let's go. Let's go rush our way to victory here. Scans in, sees how many Mutalisks there are, sees there are at least 6, and then another one comes in as part of the scan. Okay, so he knows it's at least 7 and says, I don't quite have enough Marines to be happy about the number of Mutalisks that are out there. They're going to pick us apart out there, man. Macro hatch from GoRush. Love a good macro hatch. Love a good macro hatch. Hydralisk 10 getting lurkers. Neat. Evolution chamber coming in here too. Okay. Where's our factory? Are we getting a factory here today for you, or are you just SK Terraning this thing? There is a factory. I mean, you got to get the factory if you're SK Terraning because you need the starport for this whole thing. 4th base secretly coming up top right. Ninja expand from GoRush. It will be scouted by this Firebat, though, if he can make it there. This one Ling says, no, bad. Oh, and, okay, 2 Lings. Enough to, no, not enough to win. 2 kills on that Firebat. Corporal Firebat, sir, reporting for duty. I'm going to power walk my way. They kind of waddle, don't they? They don't really swing their arms very much. I don't know. Maybe there's not a ton of mobility in that suit. And he's going to scout this thing and try to Firebat down this entire hatchery. Get him. Yes, get him. Kill the larva. Killing larva is also good. Killing eggs is cool. See? You're killing an egg. Sort of. Man, there's so much armor on eggs. Holy crap, there's so much armor on eggs. Right. So the mutas are going to, I don't know. I guess they tried to pump in here and I totally missed it because this Firebat had all of my attention. But none of them seem to have died. I don't really see any major number of dead Marine blood splatters over here. So I'm sure they got a couple Marines in exchange for the damage they took. Ooh, it's a Ling Muta jump on play. Okay, we're going. Here come the Lings. Here come the Mutalisks. And trying to do the Muta stacking kiting trick. Nope. Not enough. Not enough Lings or Mutas to do that. The Mutas decide to leave the Lings to die, and the Mutas head on back home. 10 drones at a time in production. Scanning says, okay, there are lurker eggs coming up that direction, so I can't just wander over there with some Marines and win. Bummer. GoRush is smart, is what Mong says. Yeah, Firebats, medics. Immediately into Science Vessel. That factory, it was factory into starport into Science Vessel was that timing. I don't even know where the factory is anymore. Oh, there it is. He is building a siege tank. Okay. So it's not exactly SK Terran, is it? We got some siege tanks in the mix. And I don't know. Siege tanks can go from looking amazing in TVZ to looking worthless in TVZ. Depending on how many there are, depending on how well supported they are by Marines and Science Vessels and stuff. So it's tough. It's really tough to balance the Marine tank count if you're a Terran fan. and a Terran player. Couple Scourge, just in case you got to worry about science vessels, which you do, because there's one in production right now. Hive on the way. Who the heck is stimming? Oh, these Mutalisks. Wow. Just kind of dive bombed right on in here. A bunch of mutas died. I don't really think any SCVs are out because we still have 56 workers or so from Mong. I don't know. That was not... It's a weird idea to dive all the way in here. They wiped out a turret, and maybe they got a couple SCVs. Entirely possible. Scan forward. Because we know Lurker Tech exists, we can see these guys. Now we can't. Oh, there's more lurkers. Pull on, burrow, run! The hive is finished, but we're a bit far away from Dark Swarm. Production tab from GoRush says, ooh, make more lurkers. Who needs a Defiler Mound? Let's get Adrenal. Let's get 2 more lurkers. Let's make some Hydras. Defiler Mounds are for lesser Zergs. I can win without Dark Swarm or Plague. Okay, I lied. There's a Defiler Mound coming up right now. Right on. But 4-basing Zerg up here. I mean, this is not an extractor base, so kind of a 3-gas Zerg with a bunch of extra minerals. He's going to expand here too, though. Nah, here. Here for his next one would be my guess. Ling Muta. I'm trying to pick off that science vessel. Oh my gosh, the Mutas are in a lot of trouble. Lurkers burrow in, though. Scans up, focusing down the Lurkers. Beautifully done there by Mong. Excellent target firing there with the perfect scan. The Lurkers were being attacked the whole time they were trying to burrow in. And a bunch of Lurkers died there. That was great. GoRush it. It's 80 supply here to 109 supply for the Terran. 56 to 42 workers as well. Nidus Canal is going to move. They're going to move over. This is a good ZVT. These 2 players are pretty on top of things. Adrenal's done. Was Adrenal done for that last engagement? I don't know that it really matters. Oh, huge lurker spines, but 4 lurkers died too. It's a good trade. All of these Marines, your sacrifice was not in vain. 4 lurkers went down. That's a good trade here for Mong. Mong is looking good. I gotta say, he's keeping his tanks alive. He's got 4 of them now. Consume's getting researched, and Defilers are on the way, so everything's about to change here for Mong. But if he can just get up this ramp and kill this base, that's a win. That is win condition for you, sir. Tank comes up the ramp to see if there are any lurkers. Of course there are. Science vessel. Did he kill that science vessel with those mutas? I don't know. I was so distracted by everything else. I'm not sure if I saw that science vessel actually go down to mutas or Scourge. Another scan. Science vessel. We're just going to let this lurker take down the siege tank. No, the siege tank wasn't actually taking hits. That's funny. There's the Dark Swarm. Oh, no. Back it out. Unsiege the siege tank. Get out of there. Oh, no. The Adrenalings jumped onto your low ground siege tanks while you weren't looking. This tank's going to die to a lurker spine. Come on, siege tank. You got to unsiege and pull back with the rest of your crew here. Also, maybe get everybody outside of the lurker spine range. That seems like a fair idea. Plague in research. On the other side, a Vulture's being produced. But more barracks are on the way, too. I don't think this is going to be a mech transition. And everybody dies because Dark Swarm Lurkerling shows up. Get out of the Dark Swarm. Make them fight us out here. But a lot of that is running. Medics blocking direct access to these Marines. And healing. Okay. That was a sick move. That was a sick move by Mong. And he's like, I don't have any Marines left. Hurry. Go kill as many drones as we can. And that's 3, 4, 5. Dude, Mong shutting down this base. Gonna snipe down the Nidus Canal with these +2 stim Marines. Yeah, gets the Nidus Canal and then they die. But you know what? I think those Marines paid for themselves and 14 times over. More Dark Swarm lurker stuff here at the left side. Ooh, look who's expanding bottom left. GoRush is. Irradiate catches a Defiler. First Irradiate of the day that I've seen anyway. Siege tanks at the front trying to deal with these stupid lurkers using the power of splash damage. Further upgrades on the way for the Zerglings. They've already got +2 carapace. They're getting +1 attack. It's 127 and 112 supply. This is scraptastic, man. Free lurker. Gotta be careful with these troop movements with your lurkers above ground. They are glass cannons. They are really vulnerable if you can see them. And if they're above ground, they're extra visible. Now, you don't have any... Oh, you do have some Scourge. Never mind. I was going to say, there aren't any Scourge protecting, but there were. So Lurker gets irradiated, Defiler gets irradiated. So no more Dark Swarms, but these Lurkers are still here? What the heck? Ling attack! Ah, we have Adrenal! We've got +2 Carapace trying to kill us now. And the Firebat's like, you got it, guys. He goes down. But enough Marines fighting, shooting that it's okay. Lurkers reburrow up. They're going to take a bunch of Marines with them. 5 kills, but picked out of the ground by the power of the Marine Gauss Rifle there. Excellent job. Oh, there's another one. Lurker dies. Okay. Trying to get a 4th base, left side, 9 o'clock position, 146 to 103 supply here. Mong has 78 SCVs to only 38 total drones for GoRush. Okay, this is looking like a great economic position here for our Terran player Mong, who doesn't have as many career achievements, but once you reach a certain level of StarCraft, once you can win a premier tournament, anything can happen in a single game, is how I feel about it. This 4th base is going to be a big key to this game. If GoRush can shut it down, it's going to be in a much happier position. But if it just kind of hangs out for Mong for long enough, then the Terran's going to be fine and dandy. 3 o'clock expansion here, too, from GoRush. He's expanding a bunch. Wonder if he's going to start droning up a little bit harder now that he just has so many available sources of income here. There, oh, dude, a Dark Swarm or like a Plague up there would be awesome. Yeah, sure seems like Mong is committed here to this whole Marine Medic Science Vessel, sometimes tank, sometimes Vulture thing. Oh, look what he just scanned. The base that we were just made aware of. That is a canceled hatchery if ever I've gosh darn seen one. On the other side, coming up to try to take away the left side base of the Terran Mong. Lurkers burrowing in, taking so much hit. So many Marine hits, though. Yes. +3 attacks. Stim Marines are no joke with their damage output. Plague catching these guys. Hard to even see on their red uniforms. Oh, this group. Oh my gosh, they just wiped out more Lurkers. Dude, that was like 3, maybe even 4 inside that Dark Swarm. Defiler gets wiped out. I think this is a Terran win. It's 192 supply to 99 total supply. The Zerg player, yes, has Plague. Yes, has Dark Swarm. Yes, has a bunch of available bases. Losing this one hurts, and not being able to kill this Terran base is massive. But we've seen Terrans just kind of fall apart when they're constantly getting plagued, constantly getting Dark Swarmed. Their science vessels dying. Like, here's a couple dead science vessels. Just kidding. Good micro, great pullback. Irradiate, immediate pullback here. Scourge dead. More Scourge dying. More. No! Nope. Not Scourge dying. Okay, Science Vessel down. Plague catches the other 2 that are still alive there, too. So holds on to this base. Just Dark Swarm is so good defensively. I love that there's an SCV over here trying to kill drones with the help of a medic. That's hilarious. And there's a group coming in to shut it down. Nidus Canal. Yep, there we go. Popping out. Sunken is here. Maybe some more units popping out would be cool. You're going to try to nothing. You're going to try to nothing. You don't have enough energy for jack all. Okay, Dark Swarm. This one Ling is like, okay, that's funny. That one Ling's got 4 kills. Not bad, sir. A drop at the top right. Drop ships have arrived. Another attempt to get into this 4th base of Mong. This is chaos. All of a sudden, this is chaos. It's hard to control everything that's going on right now. On the map, Ling Lurker going to wipe out a ton of SCVs over here. The bottom left base stays alive thanks to Dark Swarm and a handful of Lings. The top right is going to stay alive thanks to Lurkers and Dark Swarm, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Dude, I don't know if these Lings could have killed a ton more SCVs if they target them. Instead, they went after the command center, which, okay, killing the CC was nice, and they got to kill a lot of SCVs anyway. But it's still 69 workers for Mong and 56 workers for GoRush. A Dark Swarm here would be super sick. Not coming. This Defiler hanging out. There's too much going on. Good Plague. And then that aggroes them into the Lurkers. Okay, so that group's dead. This bottom left base, there's a Consume, and there is a Dark Swarm. And now the Lings are jumping in there. That's exactly what you wanted. Tank down. GoRush is holding like an absolute madman, despite the supply disadvantage, which is not as big as it was about 3 minutes ago. However, Mong is sick of this. Mong says, I'm just going to march down here. Oh, you have Ultralisks now. Excellent. 9 Ultralisks in production. You're still going to need some Dark Swarm or Plague or something if you're going to deal with this many Marines with your Ultralisks. Oh, gosh. The Defiler. Oh, no Defilers, but the Lurker Spine. Look at that. Look at that defensive matrix to Marine taking a ton of damage for the team. The Ultra's Chitinous Plating is going to kick in here soon. That's really when you want to engage with these Marines. Is this game getting an epic tag? This has been absolutely mind-blowingly good. The Terran fan is up. The Terran player is up. The Ultras don't have Anabolic Synthesis yet, so chasing is tough for them. But 191 to 158 supply is a far cry from the 100 to 200 supply-ish that we saw. These Ultras without any Dark Swarm and without any Plague are not actually going to be enough to handle this massive group of Marines and Firebats with 3-2 upgrades and our Stim. Dude, this base is wide open to a Ling attack. Irradiating the Ultras, traditional move. But now they do biological area effect damage against your Marines. It's something we got to live with. Where are the Defilers? The Defilers are doing so much, and suddenly all the gas, there's a Dark Swarm. And, oh, sneak attack backside. The Ultras need to be inside the Dark Swarm for it to work, though. It's kind of going for him. Dude, this is just insane play from GoRush. Again, we looked at his resume. He's very, 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 very good at StarCraft. He might be the most accomplished player I've never heard of before. And that's me. That's my fault, dude. Dude, the Irradiates are mean. The Irradiates are killing surrounding Zerglings, too. This is so wide open to be killed. It's just, like, 4 Lings wander over here with the upgrades they have. You can kill all this stuff. Sending down reinforcements down the left side, maybe to protect this 4th base of his, but also to try to kill this bottom left spawn. This Nidus did get killed. He needs to rebuild the Nidus if he wants to defend this, but I don't know. This seems pretty indefensible. There are enough Ultras out, and they've got the speed now. They've got +2 attack. They're looking fantastic, but yo, big Marine Medic Firebat Siege Take attack. Science Vessel support is here. Science Vessels, there's a bunch of them. Dude, Mong is playing this so well. So this hatchery doesn't happen. Mong, I'm worried about him not taking another base in the last 5 minutes or so. If he's going to win this thing, he's going to need some killer macro, because that's what the Zerg player has. So many Ultralisks! Yes, they're irradiated, but so what, says the Zerg player. GoRush. Ultras are dying, but Scourge are connecting on Science Vessels. Only 4 remain. The Ultras need to stop being next to each other because they're giving each other irradiation in addition to the irradiate that they have themselves. And yeah, that's a lot of dead Ultras, but they wiped out a huge chunk of Mong's army. I don't know. Where's Mong going to expand? Expanding here would be cool, but he's going to drop ship. Drop ship his way in here. This Defiler needs to be alive in order to stop this from happening. And he is. And yep, that's a terrible place to unload. Okay, good to know. Ooh, some Lings rolled in here and got some work done while I was distracted by this drop. Coming down, more macro here. Where are the Defilers? If GoRush loses this game, it's because he didn't have enough Defilers. It really is. These Lings are not getting in closing distance of these Marines, but it's 131 to 120 supply. Finally, a Dark Swarm pops, but the Marines back out of there, get out of the Dark Swarm, which leaves them open to attacks. These medics rather, again, body blocking for their Marine friends. This hatchery gonna die. That's a canceled hatch. No. The Ultras are here. This is so tight. But it's almost even supply at this stage. More workers for the Zerg player than the Terran player. GoRush was just on a shoestring budget there for so long. He was so down in supply and so down in economy, but he's swung it even here at 24 minutes. Beautiful Plague. But you kind of got to give it a second for that Plague to really work in there before you want to jump on. I don't know. Mong could still win this game. This is a ginormous attack down the left side. He's got another group of Marines on the right side. 11 sets of Lings, 4 more Ultralisks in production. This hatch does get killed. This group has all pretty much been plagued. There's not a Nidus for instantaneous reinforcements. He's got to run across the map. And the Adrenalings plus your poor plagued Marines. Kind of going better. I guess the medics have been healing? Nope, not really. No. 170. This is a crazy comeback from GoRush. An absolutely crazy comeback. He tried to expand to the right side again. No, said this group of Marines. And, okay, so this left side base is dead. I think that's it. I think Mong is looking at it. Yep, that's it. Mong GG's out. 128 to 102 supply, and GoRush is your winner in 25 minutes and 24 seconds. Insane comeback from GoRush today. That was, man... I'm trying to remember the number of times I've cast a game where one player is 100 supply below the other one. And wins. And wins. It wasn't perfect Dark Swarms. It wasn't perfect Plagues, but good enough Plagues, good enough Dark Swarms. I'm really shocked that Mong didn't try to expand up here. I feel like he should have given it a shot. I know Overlords would have seen it immediately, but he needed another base for at least the last 7 or 8 minutes. He got to 4 bases real nice. But then he never got another one, and that was just his death. Yes, he was able to kill this base. Yes, he killed this base. But the Zerg player's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total bases today, and you're on 4. The math doesn't add up. Plus, you're trying to go Marine Medic Science Vessel here. You stop making siege tanks. No, that's not true. There were some siege tanks toward the late game there. More siege tanks would have been good. I don't know. It's tough. It is really, again, tough to know how many siege tanks would have been enough to win this battle. And win this game. And yeah, GoRush was so far ahead at this point. And by that I mean, yeah, this base was dead. There was no income at all for the Terran player. So we took center in case he had to kind of break this area, which is a little bit tough with siege tanks on the high ground. If all you got are Lings and Ultras and Defilers. Did he have drops? I don't know if he ever researched drops, so that would have helped a lot. That was... Boof. Again, I'm just not sure how many times... I've seen a comeback like that. I just really never have. Incredible ZVT from GoRush there. I gotta find more GoRush games, apparently. Because he's just that good. Dude, Mong was ahead. Mong was irradiating everything. He had a ton of science vessels. He had great upgrades. He was going for drops. He had it all together. He just never got that extra base, and that killed him. So GG, man. Nothing more than a GG. 207,000 points there from GoRush. 196,000 points there from Mong. Did outproduce the Terran player. Again, Lings are a big part of that. Got out-killed by the Terran player. It's fairly even here. Structures raised 13 to 9, not a major difference there. And then outspending the Terran, there it is, by 11,000, no, hang on, 15,000 resources in about 25 minutes. That math adds up. That is enough. You more minerals, way more gas mined, and got that win. I'm so impressed. Oh, man. I'm so impressed with that. That was an incredible ZVT. I think I have to epic tag that one. Just because the Zerg player was down 100 supply. And he won. And yes, he had Ultras and Cracklings, and he had Dark Swarm, and he had Plague, and he had all the tools that he needed, because obviously without any of those things, any one of those things are missing, and he doesn't win this game. But he had them all, and he used them, and it wasn't perfect. But it was good enough, and he got that win. As Artosis says, StarCraft is not about who plays the perfect game. It's about who makes the fewest mistakes. So on that note, that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.